Okay, so what are some of the defining features of hip hop trap music? Things that let you know you're definitely listening to a trap record. Well, first, let's talk about tempos. Generally speaking, they're going to be in a tempo range from somewhere around 60 to 90 BPM. Now, if you want to create at halftime, you can double that tempo to 120 up to 180. And a lot of hip hop producers or a lot of trap producers will do this because they get more grid lines in a measure to do some of the machine gun style snare rolls and hi-hat effects that they like to do. So instead of, if they want it to feel like it's 60, they'll double the tempo to 120 and work at halftime. And then it gives it the song this entire slowed down feel, but with all of the counter rhythms and the patterns of the snares and the hi-hats, it gives it an energy and a speed that still makes it feel like it's not super slow. Now, a lot of times, a good artist or a good rapper will use his cadence to make the song feel like it's moving faster or slowing down. A good artist will do both. He will actually rap where it feels slow and sometimes push and maybe rap in double time to make it feel fast in certain parts to give it a certain type of energy. So as you can see in this track, I'm going to play at the tempo I have set at 144 beats per minute. But it really has a feel of 72 beats per minute. Let me drag this up so I can cycle this part. So even though it's at 144, it doesn't feel like it's going 144 beats per minute. And if I zoom in here, you can actually see where the snares that are usually on the 2 and the 4 are actually just happening once per measure on the third beat of each measure. Now, one of the most important elements of a trap record is the low end. And that low end is usually created by some version of an 808 kick or an 808 bass sound. It's the boom. It's the energy of the entire song. It's what drives the entire song. The 808 bass actually creates the bass line and it gives that impact that you're looking for. And in this track, I've got this sub 808 here. Sounds like this. So it works with the kick drum, but it's not just a kick drum. As you can hear, it gives you the low frequency information, but it also creates the bass line. It almost has a melodic nature to it, the way it's used in trap records. And it complements whatever the kind of main theme or the main melody or the main chord progression that goes along in the song. And again, it's working with the kick drum that's happening in your track.